VR headsets are something I just never got into. They always seemed like a little bit too much of a hassle for me, and they were also, you know, on the pricey side. Like early versions that I got to try, like the PlayStation VR, you know, they were also not very great in terms of quality, and every time I spend any time at all with them, I always get really sick, like motion sick after a session. And then you have the good ones like, you know, the Vive, the HTC Vive, that requires like a whole desktop computer, like towers and stuff to plug into. I just never bothered with that. The good thing is that nowadays there are these products called standalone VR headsets, and much like the name suggests, it does not need an extra computer or a console to run. Everything just runs right off the headset. That gives you a lot of freedom, and setting up is much easier. But I never got to try one of those headsets until today, which brings us to this. This is a brand new standalone VR headset from a company called Pico. It's the Pico 4, and according to the company, this is the very first officially available standalone headset in Malaysia. There are a couple of interesting features about this, and honestly, I'm quite excited to try it out. So let's go! Wait, before we continue with the video, I have an important announcement to make. Search Ninja is hiring! We are looking for driven, like-minded individuals to join our growing team. But wait, you might be wondering, why would I want to work here? Well, let me show you. You get access to incredible studios like this and all of this cool equipment.
Hey, I'm trying to work here. Can you get out of here? What the?
We even offer a grooming allowance. Yeah? No? Okay. Even coffee from our local kopitiam. Thanks, Cherry. So, are you interested? Hit the link below to see what positions we have available. Before we get into me actually trying this though, here are just some quick specs to get you up to speed. So this is powered by a Snapdragon XR2 processor with 8 gigs of RAM. There are two memory configurations available. You have the 128 gig version, which is priced at 1,699 ringgit, and then you have the 256 gig version, which is priced at 1,999 ringgit. On top of that, there are also speakers built into the headband itself in this little corner over here, and there is support for Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. The whole thing is running on something called Pico OS 5, so that is an operating system that this thing is running on, and that is based on Android. So it has its own like app store and functions, and yeah, I mean everything that you need to run like a VR headset. You can also wirelessly connect this to a computer if you prefer to do that, and I believe you can play like Steam games and stuff like that through the headset as well. Alright, let's get on with it. So as you can see that there are two straps here that go on the either side of your head, but there's also there's also space for a third strap which is included in the box if you want extra security for the top of your head. I don't want to mess up my hair, so I'm not going to do that. So you do that, you put it on, and then you put the strap behind your head, and then you can twist this to sort of tighten and make sure it's snug around your head. This is pretty snug for me. I don't think it's going to move around too much. And then there is a power button on this side of the controller. Sorry, on this side of the goggles. You just press Pico. These are the controllers that are included in the set. Unfortunately, these do not have rechargeable batteries. Instead, these have AA batteries that you'll need to swap out from the bottom over here. So this is the left one, so your hand's supposed to go like that, and then this is the right one, where your hand's supposed to go like this. There are trigger buttons here. There is a home button, a joystick, and two more extra buttons, X, Y, and also like a screenshot button here. There's actually one more button over here, I just noticed. So this is to help reposition the stuff. So the first thing that I'm looking at now is I need to set up my play boundary. So I get to choose whether I'm standing or sitting. I'm sitting. Alright, so this is the main interface. So as you can see, the two controllers on top of being able to use, where you can use the joystick to scroll and interact, you can also point them. So you can point them at things, and then the trigger is the sort of like your left click. So you can use it to drag stuff, and you can go up and down. So this is like the explore page. So you can get that to go away. And this is the desktop. So this is the so-called home screen. Oh, it's literally a home. There's like a couch behind me. And I have to say, overall, dude, this looks really nice. And I guess I shouldn't be so surprised because the Pico 4 has a pair of 2.56-inch displays. There are these round circle displays that you can actually adjust the IPD with within the app. So there's no like toggles or things that you need to adjust to do that. You can just go into the software and adjust until it's sort of like sharp and clear enough for you. About 69 looks pretty clear to me, so we're going to keep it at that. Yeah, so these two 2.56-inch displays, they combine to produce a 4K resolution image, which is crisp. Like, it's quite crisp, I have to say. Looking at all of these bits and bobs around me, obviously the further stuff is a bit blur, but in general, it's quite a nice experience. These also have a refresh rate of 90 Hertz, so movement and stuff is pretty smooth. And on top of that, the front of the goggles, so it has a whole bunch of sensors that give you 6 degrees of freedom, as well as the middle one. There is like a camera that can pass through. So to enable pass through, all you need to do is give it a little tap, double tap. Oh, look, I can see you. Oh, that's my hand. Oh my god, that's so weird. You can see Mr. Itachi, or sorry, Mr. Pain shooting me over there. Yeah, so that's what you get to see. And if you want to go hop right back into VR, boom. So the nice thing about this is that it is full color, which apparently isn't very common. But I have to say the image quality looks really bad. It's not something that you want to leave on all the time. Like, you don't want to go shopping with this on, although technically you can. I already feel like puking right now because this is triggering my motion sickness. But just for like when people call you, you want to see, hey, who's that? Or if you want to check where your phone is, you know, you can do that. All right, I'm gonna hop right back into VR. So here is your interface system. You can set up your account over here, and this is your library with all your apps. So you can see there's stuff like the streaming assistant, a couple of games. So you get all your stuff from this place. So this is the store. You can see these are a whole bunch of apps that you can download. You can buy them, so you can see the prices are all listed there. There are also free apps. So this looks basically, it's sort of like a Epic Game Store, you know. So you've got your featured stuff, you've got your browse function where you can do all of that. So these are apps, and Pico says that, you know, they're going to open this up and let people add apps, and so you should see more apps as time goes on. For the purpose of this test though, they've given us access to a couple of games that we can try. Games and apps, obviously. So if we go into my own apps over here, you can see these are the main apps, and these are the entertainment apps. So these are a couple of games. But obviously, since this is a ByteDance thing, one of the cool things that you can do is you can go to Pico Video, which is like their video app. And here, you can watch TikTok. Look at that. Oh, that's the speaker, is it? Can you hear that? So there's like a volume control over here they can reduce the volume with. Or you can obviously do it within the software as well. I have to say, I'm impressed with how much bigger this is compared to like looking at TikToks on my screen. Oh look, that's a really fat frog. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay. Definitely more immersive than if you want to watch on your smartphone. There are also other kinds of VR stuff here, so you have a selection of like VR videos that you can look at. So you can scroll through the menu with your joysticks, or you can look at this. This is like a For You thing. I'm not that interested in all of that though. I want to play games. I've never had a good gaming experience on a VR headset yet, and with how smooth this is, I'm very excited to try. So let's go to entertainment. So there are a bunch of different games here. In Death, Unchained, O-Shape full version. I'm just going to try the After the Fall. I have to say I'm quite impressed with the speakers. The fact that they're right here, like you really get like a full immersive experience. Was it very loud? Zach, could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's pretty loud, to be honest.
Is it like a smartphone?
I think louder a little bit.
Louder than a smartphone?
Yeah, from my mic lah.
Okay, that sounds about right then. Oh, what's happening? Oh! Oh my god, my hands! Oh! Did it detect my thumb moving? Oh my god, dude, my thumb is moving. Oh, I accidentally picked up the thing. Choose your playing position. I'm sitting down because I'm lazy. Yo, thumbs up. Hello. Oh, look at that. Look at my thumb. So these two buttons, this one acts as your index finger, this one acts as the rest of your fingers, and your thumb is just motion detected. That's so cool! Oh my god. Where's my gun? Whoa. So I'm in like a cell. This looks like a zombie game, I guess. Oh my god, I'm getting very dizzy right now. Who are these people? Why are they running at me? Oh, that's how I'm supposed to move. Okay. Now what? Whoa! What? Did you see that? Ah! My ammo! Bro. I have to say, reloading like this is so much fun. Whoa, whoa! Where are the baddies? Die! That was more fun than I thought it would be. Being able to really interact, even if it was a little bit awkward at first, to like reload and stuff like that, that was great. But the whole motion aspect of it is still, I still need some time to get over. I think the screen is fine, but I'm still getting like, I feel a bit nauseous already. I think if I kept playing that game, it would be weird. I think it's because I'm not moving and it's moving a lot. But yeah, let's try a different game. Alright. I'm in a game called Death Unchained, and the movement here is a little bit different. So you're supposed to shoot an arrow. So you're supposed to shoot an arrow, and wherever you shoot the arrow, you go there. See? Oh! I hit it. First try. Easy peasy. You alone have been given a gift. Resurrect the internal, can be killed, blah blah blah. Okay. Death only makes you stronger. Great. I die all the time. Shooting. Place your hand on the string and use the highlighted trigger to shoot. Oh! Oh! Ah, I missed. And he's on fire, baby. Ah! Zombie! Oh my god, this time I only got bow and arrow. Ah! Ah! Defensive! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, you're not a friend. You're a bad guy too. Ah! Go! Wait, I can't hit you? Okay. Oh, I'm dead! Where did the guy from the back come from? That's unfair. Okay, first impressions. I have to say that was a lot more fun than I thought it would be. VR has definitely come a really long way since the last time I used it. And the way that you can interact with things, like, you know, pulling the bowstring in the arrow thing, or like reloading, that was a lot of fun. And if we're talking about a Pico 4, so it was on my head for almost an hour, and you know, it was still really comfortable. I didn't have any issue. I didn't feel like I even needed the third strap. So Pico says that that's because of the way that they've designed it. So the problem with most VR headsets is that they're very front heavy because everything's in the front, right? All the batteries, the components and stuff, the screens, they're all in the front. But what they did was they moved the 5300 milliamp hour battery to the back of the device so that when you put it on, it's more balanced. And I gotta say, I feel like it worked. The speakers were better than I expected. They're not super good quality, obviously, but they are good enough for like an immersive VR experience. As far as hand recognition and mapping and stuff like that, it felt good. It felt natural. So yeah, I think the controllers themselves are also pretty nice. They're small enough that it doesn't really affect the gaming experience. Response-wise, really good actually. Like, it was doing everything that I wanted it to do, even when I was being like a complete idiot. I think it's good. They feel quite nice. Obviously, it's not the most premium feeling, especially the thumbsticks, but good. I would say the buttons and stuff, it's a satisfying experience. So what do we have here? This is 1,000. It starts at 1,699 ringgit for one of these, and from the hardware components itself, it's it's good. I didn't experience any lag in the games that we were playing. They weren't the best graphically, obviously. It was still like not very high res and not super detailed, but it was enough that it would give you like a pretty good immersive experience, and it ran everything really nicely. I didn't feel my face getting too hot. I didn't feel it struggling or throttling in that almost an hour worth of gameplay. I like it, it's fun. I honestly can't wait to try more stuff with it, but I have to say that it hasn't completely solved the motion thing for me. Maybe I just need more time to get used to it, because honestly, like if I stop playing first-person shooters and I go back and play first-person shooters, after a while, in the beginning, I always get a little bit sick. But yeah, so far, but almost an hour, I'm feeling okay still, which is already like 10 times better than any of the PlayStation VR games that I used to play last time. So what do we have here? Basically, I think if you want to experience VR, this feels like a pretty good place to start. It feels like the price tag is not too inaccessible. It's 1,600. That's like what? Slightly less than like a PlayStation 5. There are a lot of games in there which I have barely scratched the surface of, and the ones that I just got to try, well, they were fun. They were really fun for that brief session of gaming. How will this hold up if you're like a really hardcore gamer? I still think it's more basic than like any sort of like full-on PC title that I've seen. But then again, maybe you have some VR games that you want me to try. Let me know in the comment section below, and if there's enough interest, maybe I'll do another video about this. I think hardware-wise, this is pretty nice to use. It's comfortable, it seems powerful enough, the screens are good, and the speakers are surprisingly good as well. Interfacing with it, very responsive, very intuitive, very easy to use. Overall, it was a pretty good experience. I'd love to hear your thoughts though. What do you guys think of the Pico 4? Are you interested in VR, and would you pick something like this up? I think as far as VR headsets go, it's not too expensive. But you know, if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and let me know what else you want to know about the Pico 4 if you have any questions. You can also like us on Facebook or follow us wherever we are on the internet at social media, but our home on the internet will always be at soichinsha.com. So until then, I'll see you next time.